Hey guys, welcome to Friday Night Live for Friday, the 31st of August 2018. This is a special episode which I answer one question from one customer, which I don't think I answered properly to him in an email. I told him I would chew on it a little bit and would get back to him. I think it's an important question. His question was how and when and what should I do if I open up a detailing business. And the second part to his question was that he noticed on one of my videos that I advised not to open up a detailing business. That was a few months ago, Friday Night Live a few months ago, so still current. As of 2018, I don't advise that you open up a detailing business in Melbourne anyway, and possibly not in Sydney either. Not pretending to understand that market completely, but I talk to a lot of detailers and I know a lot about how the detailing industry is moving along. It isn't my honest opinion and not my best advice to tell you that you should be going into a detailing business right now. I won't go into it too much. You can go back and have a look at that particular Friday night episode. We'll have a link down below. It basically said that it's oversaturated, which I still believe it is. And he said, okay, you've given me advice which is not to do it, but you haven't really given me a solution. I want to get into detailing and I want to do something similar to what you do, but I want to make money, of course, and I want to pay off my initial investment and then profit from it. And I said, look, it's going to be a real struggle. You're competing with guys like me. This is important to think about. I'm not being egotistical. I'm just saying, how are you going to go into business as a detailer in 2018 when the industry is strong for people who've been in it for a while? People like me, I've been doing this for 20 years. How would you compete with Damien from Final Inspection, who's been doing something like this for 20 years, who has a clean room and has everything set up just perfectly, chemists and my own product line, and our prices are very reasonable, and sometimes we have a little bit of mild discounting going on. There's really not room for you to compete. What point of difference will you have? You don't have the experience, you don't have anything behind you that's significant that will overcome the setup that the established guys have. So the idea is dropshipping. Dropshipping isn't new. If you want to learn about it, you can pause the video here, type it into Google, and you'll pick up a little bit of information about what dropshipping is. Hundreds of thousands of people around the world do dropshipping for various companies, the biggest companies, Amazon, all the way down to little companies like us. And it involves basically selling products for final inspection. So if you're a detailer, you should be selling products. If you're not selling products, you have an ancillary business or a revenue stream that you're missing out on. Most of our detailers earn $2,000 to $5,000 a month selling products after they detail cars. That's an extra $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000. $5,000 is very rare, but $2,000 or $3,000 a month extra selling maintenance products. Most people who have their cars detailed need some products after their cars are detailed, and they will buy 1 or 2 or 4 or 10 things afterwards, and that can be $100 or $200. And depending on how many clients you have, obviously, that's how you make that extra bit of revenue. Now, some other people who are associated with FI that aren't professional detailers and have taken my advice not to go into professional detailing are in business with us to dropship our product to their customers that they create. How that works is they establish a business, and it might be just simply an Instagram page, which is basically free to set up, and it will take a little bit of time and perhaps some nice photos to get going. And you have to work at it. It's not going to be easy. But once you have that customer base, you can then sell those products to them, or at least offer those products to them, and hopefully they buy them. And you can have FI supply those products. You can have FI ship the products directly from FI to your customers. You don't have to handle or hold stock. Final inspection, here is my order. Please ship it to the customer at this address. We ship the products to the customer and we charge you for at the wholesale rate. You charge the customer the retail price, of course, and the difference is your profit margin. The beauty about dropshipping is you don't have to hold any stock, you don't have to do anything. You need a computer or a phone even. All you need to do, and this is the hardest part for our company anyway, is maintain a very good relationship with your client. If you burn a customer even just once and it's bad enough, Final Inspection will stop dealing with you, and we won't allow you to retail Final Inspection products. That's the hard part, and I know that might sound easy, but it's difficult for some people to be professional in business. I don't know why. Just look after those customers, give them the service that you'd expect that they would want. We will do a little bit of checking up on you first to make sure that your page looks right. If you've got a rubbish setup, we're not going to allow you to sell Final Inspection products. But if you do things properly and you have a really cool setup, more than happy to supply you, and that's a great little business that you have. One of our clients does nothing but drop shipping. He has a full-time job. He was going to go into detailing. He took our advice, and thank God for that, because his job is much better paying than what professional detailing would be for him. And he makes a good amount of money every month doing that, and does very well, looks after the customers very well. They're very happy to buy from him. They know they can buy from finalinspection.com.au, but they prefer to buy from him because he has some kind of added bonus. He must just look after them very, very well, good after sales service, and everybody's happy. Now, we did say this wasn't going to be a very long Friday Night Live, and it is all about this dropshipping business. It's not something that we wanted to do per se, but we didn't want to tell people and constantly continue to tell people that we didn't want them to come into the detailing industry. I just think that I couldn't, in good faith, tell you to become a professional detailer, knowing full well that it was going to be extremely difficult and that the chances of you losing your initial investment were very, very high. Because in the 20 years I've been in business, even seeing people who worked for Final Inspection go and open up their own detailing businesses, 96%, I went back and I did the numbers, 96% have failed in the first 6 months. There is an initial investment. There's $10 or $15 or $20,000 worth of investment, everything from business cards all the way up to all your equipment. And it's a hard slog. And if you're doing it professionally full time, that means you have to leave your job to do that. And honestly, the worst thing for me to see is for someone to come and buy product from me to be set up as a professional detailer, and then hear from them in 6 months' time and hear them saying, it failed and I've lost a bit of money and I'm really just down in the dumps, and now I have to go and find, either crawl back to my old job or go and find another job. That's really not nice. And if someone like me can be honest enough to tell you from the very beginning that this is not the time to do that, unless you've got heaps of money to invest and you've got huge points of difference, something that you can, if you can better this and you can better this, if you have someone that will work for you that has more experience or can do detailing better than I can, and you can somehow get the price point down, which I highly doubt, and you can have a better setup than we have, and you can offer that to your customers, you might be in with a chance. But if you're not going to do that, if you're going to have $15,000 or $20,000 and you're going to work out of a van, you're going to struggle to do it. There's no doubt. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying don't go into it. If you really want to be a professional detailer, go for it. Just set yourself up properly and be aware it's going to be a tough slog, and go for it. But if you think, I'm going to get into detailing to make a bit of money because it's easy, you are dead wrong, unfortunately. This is not the place to come to make quick money. Drop shipping, no risk, virtually no risk. It's a little bit of time and a little bit of patience and a little bit of finesse with your customers. You'll have to, if you never dealt with customers face to face, you're going to have to learn how to do that. But if you can create something, or if you already have an Instagram page, if you have a lot of friends, a big group of friends, you might be already halfway there. That's a much easier route to have a revenue stream than trying to outlay $15,000 or $20,000 to go work as a professional detailer, in my opinion. I could be wrong, disagree, don't disagree, whatever you decide to do. But if you agree and you think that I'm right about professional detailing, but you would also like to get into detailing, this might be something you can consider. I hope that's helped. That's it for Friday Night Live for August the 31st, 2018. I hope this has been at least interesting, even if you're not going to do anything like this. If you need some more information, contact us and we'll help you. If you just want to chat, there might be quite a few questions you have. give us a call, get in touch with us via email, and we'll be happy to help. I hope it's been interesting, and it might enlighten some people. I hope some people have thought, wow, that's something I didn't think of, I didn't think was possible, or I didn't think final inspection did, and that's something I'd definitely be into. We'd love to hear from you. That's it. Have a good weekend, guys. Thank you very much.